would you please pray with me? Holy and ancient one, we gather on this grand day, understanding that we come from different places, hold different values, and cherish different beliefs. Yet today we are united in gratitude. In a world where many cannot study, we are thankful for the achievements, degrees, and honors that we celebrate today. In a world where many have no future, we are thankful for the dreams, hopes, and plans that have been nourished in the University of Charleston community. In a world where many have no community, we're thankful for the support of mentors, professors, teachers, family, and friends. As we go on from this grand day, on different paths to different experiences and different destinies, may our gratitude unite us in the desire of using all that we are and all that we have for the common good, so that reasons to be thankful will fill every life. May our gratitude on this grand day grow into peace for each and freedom to live, work, and serve throughout all our days. Amen. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. It's great to have you here, and it's great that so many of you have come. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you to the 2016 December commencement for the University of Charleston. This has been an eventful and historic weekend for us at the university. Yesterday we dedicated the Russell and Martha Worley Innovation Center. It's a new facility that brings drama and presence to the center of our campus. It's the answer to a long-time need of having a new athletic arena. So we have now one that's as good as it gets in Division II athletics. It's also the home for innovation, for our wanting every student to have the impetus and the skills to generate new thoughts and ideas, to create new methods and processes, and to produce new objects and products. In addition, graduates, we want your alma mater to be known as the Innovation University, and we envision that every graduate will leave here and be innovative in their work, be innovative in their organizations and in their communities. And in that way, we can bring the innovation that West Virginia needs, and we can indeed see you and other graduates as people who will change the world. Yesterday also, some of you know, our men's soccer team played in the national championship game and finished with the silver trophy as the second best NCAA Division II team in the country. They sought to be a little bit better than that. But the coach did say at the beginning of the year that it would be a rebuilding year, and if so, not a bad way to have a rebuilding year. And today, we top off the weekend with your graduation, with your championship degree for all of it that you have done and what you have accomplished here. We have the largest December graduation in the history of the university, the largest number of participants in the history of the university. We will have another commencement in about 10 days in California, where we will have the University of Charleston U.S. Navy SEALs commencement. And so there are people listed in the program who are graduating in California and in other parts of the United States thanks to our online programs. This ceremony, although it's growing in size, we still try to have a little more informality here than we do in May. And if family members or friends want to make sure that they get a good photo, you can certainly do that as your special person graduates. And I'll take the opportunity just to do a little informal survey, if you will, of those of you who are graduating. So raise your hand if you are an undergraduate graduating undergraduate program. Okay? If you're graduating then from the graduate program, raise your hand. See the balance? If you attended previously another college or university, raise your hand. Interesting. Okay? If you are graduating earlier than normal, maybe 3.5 years instead of 4, or 4.5 instead of 5, because of the acceleration that can happen here. Any of you in that category? Okay. You owe us money because we saved you money. That's the wrong story. Sorry. I use every opportunity, I confess. If you're a West Virginian, raise your hand. Good deal. If you're a citizen of a country other than the United States, any international students? Yes? Great. How many of you played a sport at UC? How many of you already have a UC degree? Anybody? Oh, yes. All right. How many of you are employed or already have a job that you will take after graduation? Raise your hand. You. Interesting. A little acceleration there. Sorry. How many of you still have an assignment or a test to turn in? Raise your hand. Let me just say, it would just be best if you ace those papers and pass those tests, okay? So try to do that. Well, your happy day is here, and thanks for letting all of us get a view about who you are as a graduating class. Our commencement address today is being brought to you by Steve Rubin. He's an extraordinarily talented individual, and he uses his talents for the benefit of this community. He is the president and CEO of family businesses in the gas industry. He's an advisor to many organizations and groups. He's the chair of the BB&T Advisory Board and has also served on the CAMC board. He's leading a very interesting, challenging effort to see if it's possible to merge together the Jewish Synagogue and the Temple here in Charleston. You want a daunting task? He took that one on. He is most important to us, an adjunct faculty member in our MBA program, and serves with three terms on the UC's Board of Trustees. So please welcome successful businessman, a community activist, and a UC supporter and friend, Steve Rubin.
You might think that I have a lot of pressure here today, but the real person with pressure is sitting over there, my wife. Her job is to film this correctly for my children, and we're never sure whether she's taking a selfie or just shooting a film. Dr. Welch, esteemed faculty, parents, friends, spouses, and most importantly, the University of Charleston graduating class of 2016. A while back, I received a phone call from Dr. Welch asking me to speak today. At first, I figured it was like the previous calls, a call for a donation. But as the call went further, he didn't ask for money. This was the first, and I probably shouldn't say this since we're still going to be sitting together for some time today. But I want you to know that I was honored and I was moved, but I quickly recovered, and I asked him, of all the people that have been involved in this university and would cherish this moment, why did he pick me? He paused and said, because my affiliation with the board and as an adjunct professor, and because he heard I was a good speaker. And I was pleased, until I remembered something my wife tells me every day. I've been married for 30 years now, so you all need to listen to this. But every day she tells me that I am happily married. So of course I believe her. So I guess today, not only am I happily married, but I'm a good speaker. But you all get to pass out the grades today. There are so many great thoughts to share with graduates. After all, someone who has lived as long as me should have no trouble coming up with material. But today you deserve my best, as you have given your best for all that you have done. One day several years ago, at the last moment, the Sunday school principal called me out of the hall and asked me to teach a high school class. I had no preparation or knowledge of what they had been studying, so I looked around the room and I got an inspiration. I saw a couch in the corner, and I asked the students, "What do you see?" And they said they saw a couch. Pretty obvious answer. But I told them that there was a lot more than a couch. I mentioned the framework, the wood that was timbered, dried, and cut, and the workmanship to build a strong foundation. The leather represented a long process of curing, measuring, stretching, and finally tacking to the frame. The hours of construction, delivery to the sales floor, and the person making the sale, and getting the product to this room. And just like that couch, I didn't see them as teenagers, but as people with foundations that had taken years to build and brought them to this Sunday school. I thought I had done pretty well, until the rabbi stuck his head in the door and said, "How's Steve doing?" And the class says, "Well, he seems to be doing fine, and he sure does like that couch." Well, today I want you to know, when I look out here, I don't see new graduates, but students who have sacrificed, studied, gone without sleep, come from other countries to prepare themselves and make something special. And this moment, we celebrate you. Without that foundation that was built from your parents, friends, spouses, teachers, and administrators, you would be but a couch, but you are so much more. In Jonathan Livingston Seagull's book about a seagull that wasn't afraid to soar, the phrase that sums up the book was of the seagull, or in this case our graduates today, that flies the highest, sees the furthest. This week I had the opportunity to meet with 3 of your graduates that won a statewide plan contest: Ashley Clark, Chris Vinci, and Donnie Nee. And most of them, like you, had full-time jobs, families, and other commitments. And yet, despite that, they put in hundreds of hours to win this competition against all the universities in the state. Many of you have taken that route today, and a new journey begins that will be full of challenges and successes. Recently, I watched a TED Talk by a speaker, Simon Synagogue, who talked about a concept called the golden circle. There were 3 circles in the ring, and the outer circle was the what circle. And this was a circle of obtaining things for nothing more than the pleasure of material gain. And seldom are people or businesses successful doing that. It can't be the sole motivating force. And he gave several examples. But one example stood out to me was when the War Department decided that we needed to learn how to fly, they gave $50,000 to Samuel Pierpoint Langley. His sole motivation was income and fame, and he surrounded himself with people of the like mind. Little did he know that 2 bicycle salesmen in North Carolina, with nothing more than the desire to provide a means of transportation and working with volunteers, would come up with the solution for flight. He quit the same day that they flew. The second circle is easy. It's a what, how do we get there? It's also tied only to a game. But the third circle was the key to success, the why. If you have the belief system, the purpose, the cause, the belief that what you are doing is contributing, is making a process better for people, that is the key to your future that will give you a chance to have personal and financial success. It was an easy decision to talk today. I have been around this campus for many years, and what I've learned is that this faculty and this administration is devoted to not only giving you the tools for success, but the why, the belief systems. The mission of this university, which every board member has to learn, is to educate each student for a life of productive work, enlightened living, and community involvement. Graduates, you now have all the tools in your box to be successful. You have a degree from one of the most recognized universities in this country. You have people behind you today that love you, respect you, and will always be there for you. And you understand the importance of what you have accomplished and what you will. I will share with you one of the thoughts that has propelled me throughout my career. There have been many challenges in working through my industry. Nothing came easy, but I learned that perseverance can take you a long way. There will be successes and failures, and how you refocus your work through those failures to create a new opportunity will help make you better in the long run. I always imagine that I'm trying to get into a house and that the doors and the windows are locked. And no matter how many times I go around, it's very difficult. I do this with every problem that comes before me. But I always believe that there is a solution. And whether it's taken me months or years, I persevere and believe that I can get there. And I know you can also. I know that if a man who grew up on Charleston's west side with a modest upbringing can stand before you today and be honored to give this speech, that you can succeed with all your talents and support. You, graduates, represent the best of the best. You have graduated, some with honors, but all with respect. And I applaud you, and I think it's a good time for you to applaud yourselves right now. Next year, many of you will be in a new place, a new city, a new job, maybe a new relationship, a new graduate school, and I tell you to embrace this moment and the next one that comes. Rodney Dangerfield, a comedian, once ended a commencement address by saying, "Stay in school. It's a jungle out there. Let your parents continue to pay." I agree it's challenging and tough, but Rodney did know you, and know that you have the foundation, the wisdom, the power of respect, a degree from an outstanding university, and the why to make a success of whatever you want to be. Irma Brombeck once said, "Worry is like the rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it never gets you anywhere." You have not taken the path of the rocking chair. Close to half of you are getting graduate degrees today. You have a great start on an exciting journey. To the people behind you, to your friends, parents, family, you have contributed, whether monetarily or in support of these outstanding young people, and can be proud of all that they've accomplished and will accomplish in this world. They are a reflection of who and what you've helped make them. In closing, I don't see any couches today. I see our future, and it makes me very proud to share this moment with you. Jonathan Livingston's seagull flies high, high above the flock, and returns to make the flock better with his new talents. I know that you will also use your talents to make your family, your community, our school better so that others can follow your lead. Just like the Wright brothers and Apple Computer and many others, purpose, cause, and belief, the whys, will propel you to success in everything you do. Dr. Welch and faculty, honestly, this is one of the greatest honors I've ever had. I want to thank you for not only giving me this opportunity, but for all that you have done to make this a great university. A special place for these outstanding seagulls. or in our case, golden eagles, to soar. Class of 2016, we are bonded together from now on in this moment, and I look forward to great achievements for each and every one of you. Thank you.
conferring your degrees and moving on, I'd like to add my congratulations to what's been said already. I would like to say to you also that you have demonstrated grit and the idea of setting your goals, being resilient, showing initiative. You've done all of those things that the faculty have asked you to do, and you've accomplished that. Now, I know a few of you have a couple more things yet to do, and I encourage you to continue to show that grit as you finish up in this week. And remember that this is the day of congratulations, and so put that in the back of your brain as you're thinking and studying, and then celebrate a week from now. Again, you're going to do it twice. So what's going to happen now is we're going to move on to the official part and confer all the degrees. So all the candidates that are for the associate's degrees, please rise. Anybody with an associate's degree? Okay, President Welch, I have the privilege of presenting to you the candidates of the associate's degree of science. These men and women have completed or are scheduled to complete the requirements of their respective degrees as presented by the faculty. I therefore request that you confer upon them their appropriate degrees.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Charleston and by the State of West Virginia, and upon the unanimous recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the Associate of Science degree appropriate to your field of study, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto.
Okay, you can change your tassel from that's the official piece. All right, you may be seated. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? Dr. Welch, I have the privilege of presenting to you the candidates for the Bachelor's of Arts and the Bachelor's of Science degrees. These men and women have completed or are scheduled to complete the requirements of their respective degrees as approved by the faculty. I therefore request that you confer upon them the appropriate degrees.
As you request. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Charleston and by the State of West Virginia, and upon the unanimous recommendation of the faculty, I confer happily upon each one of you the bachelor's degree appropriate to your field of study, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
We just have one more of these. You may be seated. Will the candidates for all master's and doctoral degrees please rise? President Welch, I have the privilege of presenting to you the candidates for the Masters of Business Administration, the Masters of Forensic Accounting, and the Masters of Strategic Leadership, and the Doctorate of Executive Leadership. These men and women have completed or are scheduled to complete the requirements of their degree as determined by the faculty. I therefore request that you confer upon them the appropriate degree.
With the same enthusiasm and very similar words, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University of Charleston and by the State of West Virginia, and upon the unanimous recommendation of the faculty, I confer upon each of you the master's degree or doctoral degree appropriate to your field of study, with all of the rights, honors, and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates.
We're going to now do the individual part of this. So Dr. Marty Spiker and Dr. Sandra Bowles will escort the candidates around the stage to the back and they'll follow their lead. You will receive your diploma from Dr. Welch, and also congratulations from the Chair of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Henry Harmon. Come on forward. The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree from the Morris Harvey School of Arts and Sciences. Hasblady Cruz. Karina Desiree Housley. Amber Audine Jarvis. Brittany Nicole Lowers, magna cum laude. Samuel Pence. The following students are receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree from the Morris Harvey School of Arts and Sciences. Kayla Morgan Bishop. Elizabeth Evans. Jason K. Skiven, magna cum laude. Zachary Michael Lusk, cum laude. Austin Dale Teller, cum laude. The following students are receiving a Bachelor's of Science degree from the Herbert Jones Undergraduate Division of the School of Business and Leadership. Jeremy Dwayne Bates, magna cum laude. Paul B. Calhoun, cum laude. Michael G. Connor. Michael Leo Farhat. Iago Luis Morada Jimenez, magna cum laude. Daniel P. Luna. Jason Scott Means. Nathaniel Cornwell Macha, cum laude. Bruno Herreras Legas de Oliveira. Lucas Arano Gabriel Santos. Jared Keith Stout. Michael Kiernan Swan. Jason Lee Thompson. Maria Camelia Torres Jimenez. Keith Lamont Wade, magna cum laude. The following students are are receiving an Associate of Science degree in Occupational Therapy Assistant from the School of Health Sciences. Kristen Marie Ann Acord. Brandy Michelle Ball with honors. Julia Lucille Blevins with honors. Shatika Monet Cockrell with honors. Emily Deal with honors. Amy Turner Lacey with honors. Hannah L. Thompson with honors. Joshua R. Vance. The following students are receiving a Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Health Science. Regina Marie Farmer. Dejaniqua D. Redex. Haley Nicole Wheeler. Crystal Lynn Young. Dr. Laura Miller and Professor Christina Chard will join us on stage to hood the graduates receiving a Master's of Forensic Accounting. Stacy Lynn Acri. Ashley Ray Boyard. Lavon Rochelle Davis. Jenny Carisha Middlebrook Case. Professor Rick Ferris and Dr. Scott Bellamy, Dr. Rick Ferris and Dr. Scott Bellamy will join us on stage for the graduates of Masters of Business Administration. Travis M. Bailey with honors. Megan Michelle Ballman. Elizabeth Marie Belcher. Kelly Brooke Browning with honors. Ronald Lee Burdett II. Maya N. Kimberly Loria D'Angelo. Mariev Giselle Edwards. Emily Caroline Ford. Jordan Lavender. Sean E. Lilly, with honors. Seth C. Meeks. Joshua Allen Nelson, with honors. Donnie L. Nye. Barbara Lynn Mathena Odell. Andrew Christopher Scala. Sarah E. Timiti. Cody Walker. Kenneth Andre Webb. Dr. John Burnett will join Dr. Bellamy on stage to hood the graduates for the Masters of Strategic Leadership degrees. Stephanie Marie Brown, with honors. Christopher Lindsay Chadwick, with honors. Barbara Cavelli, with honors. Brian Scott Combs, with honor. Justin Matthew Johnson, with honors. Franceria Elaine Moore, with honors. Stephanie Stanley, with honors. A. Wallace with honors. Samantha Ann Wolf with honors. Let's again congratulate all the December 2016 graduates. I would like to thank all of the University of Charleston faculty, staff, and administration who are here. I'd like for you to be stand and receive our thanks and for helping our students get to where they are today. Thank you. And as mentioned earlier, there are a whole bunch of you who have been sitting here for a very long time who had a very large part in this success of the graduates. So would all of the families and friends please rise and let our graduates thank you and congratulate you. By the university singers with that, and then Reverend Janet Harmon will join to do the benediction. And I would ask that you will remain in your seats after that as the stage party and the graduates recess, and then there will be refreshments in the rotunda at the end of this. Congratulations.
Please join us in the alma mater.
Go knowing that you are a beloved child of God, precious and beautiful to behold. Go now in peace. Amen.